Cosmo, just called to let you know we missed your TV show, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you on TV again. It's a good medium. It gets the word out. It's those positive vibrations out there, and we really miss having you on TV. You're a unique person, and I look forward to seeing you again. Take care.
And a mahalo for the Cosmic Express is now at this time coming back on the air. We're here to stay. With your help, hallelujah. This is an emergency issue of television's first newsletter, the most exciting Cosmic Express, Volume 2, Collector's Edition number 11. Feel free to copy this edition of the Cosmic Express at this time. Copy and freely share with others. The law is out of order. The presupposed prosecutor's office states that the presupposed Hawaii County Police have the right to enter your property at any time without a search warrant, even just to ask questions, and this, they say, is reasonable, according to informants. It's the famous controversial Cosmic Express. It's the light of the press coming forth. Let's all give thanks, hug, and shake hands. All right, family, let us all climb aboard the famous Cosmic Express. Aboard the famous Cosmic Express. Throughout all the ages, mankind has dreamed of the possibilities of every individual being friends. No more enemies, no one to fear. This is what Gathering 94 Hawaii is all about. 7 days, July the 1st to July the 7th. Be sure and be with us for the big Gathering 94 Hawaii. Aloha and a happy day. Happy day indeed it is, as the Cosmic Express is now at this time back on the air for good. With your help, I pray. This is Volume 2, Special Edition, number 11 of the famous and controversial Cosmic Express. Can you handle it? The Cosmic Express is eternally grateful for having this opportunity to come before your presence, presenting yet another possibility of the world's greatest dream, peace throughout the universe. Most all of us have a belief in our God, whatever name we perceive our God to be. For we can all clearly see, regardless of the name we perceive God to be, God is still God, however we perceive it to be. No longer can we condemn another for whatever name another might perceive, for which of us can substantiate the very name that we have conceived? God is God, and no longer can we deny it. One might say Buddha, another Jesus, yet another might say Jah, and another Yahweh, while another yet Yahweh, and it will go on forever. God is God, and who can deny it? For whatever the name we might perceive, God is still the same God. We're going to have a great big gathering to find out who has the right or the real name. You bring your God, and I'll bring mine. Then you introduce yours, and I'll introduce mine. We're going to be in for a great big shock when we see that my God is yours, and your God is mine. For the name matters not how we perceive it to be. It's how we live it, how we serve it, whatever the name we perceive our God to be. wind is blowing mightily here in Fern Forest today, in our wonderful studio in the rainforest, Hilo, Hawaii. Happy day. Have a little commercial here that hasn't been paid for, by the way, so I guess that we might say that it's not a real commercial. Preem, the non-dairy creamer, now made with 100% soybean oil and made with plus 100% corn syrup solids plus 100% partially hydrogenated soybean oil plus 100% sodium caseinate plus 100% dipotassium phosphate plus 100% monoglyceride, glyceride, 100% monoglyceride plus 100% silicone dioxide plus 100% artificial flavor and 100% artificial color. Preem non-dairy creamer. Isn't it wonderful how things made 100% are so much better? A grave accident. A man planting mums on his mother's grave was trapped for 2 hours when the ground gave way and he sank knee-high. Kenneth McLaughlin, 29, said he tried repeatedly to free himself, but the leg sank into the ground Saturday because became stuck under the base of his mother's headstone. Help arrived after 2 hours, said McLaughlin, a security guard. I screamed and I shouted for help, but nobody came. I was really upset, he said. McLaughlin was rescued by a bicyclist who called for help. A police officer used a flower pot near the grave to shovel a 2-foot hole, then free McLaughlin. One thing for sure, McLaughlin said, I don't think I'll be going back there for a while. Another tragedy has occurred on the Big Island of Hawaii. Another girl, 13, has been reported missing. Another girl, 13, has been reported missing. Hundreds of girls faint in Egypt. The experts are puzzled. Cairo, Egypt. Hundreds of teenage girls experienced mysterious fainting spells that forced officials to close 10 schools north of Cairo for a week, according to health officials yesterday. Blood and urine tests as well as analysts of air and water in the schools found nothing amiss. Health minister called it a mass hysteria. On the basis of the preliminary results, there are psychological causes that affect girls of this age and then disappear without any complications or permanent effects. He told the newspaper that similar cases of mass hysteria happened in Egypt several years ago and in London 10 years ago. A health ministry official said 207 cases were reported Thursday and none on Friday. The Muslim Sabbath when school was in recess, 79 on Saturday, 54 on Sunday, and 11 yesterday for an official total of 351. Other reports gave the total for at least 500, according to informants. Newspapers said most of those affected were 13 or 14-year-old girls, although a few teenage boys also reported symptoms. Some girls said they smelled a bad odor before fainting.